Hello guys, Lenken here, and today I figured I'd show you some fights with the Fangrim team. I'm going to use Fangrim and fight against the top players here, 1 and 2, Dakila and Reno, that doesn't use Fangrim. One day after the update, the last update gave a lot of nerfs on the Fangrim team, so let's check that out. How does this work? Is he still a viable hero or not? And especially Nicole, Magla and Fangrim, that's the Fangrim team that you want. Some uses as well Lacroix. For Arena, I don't use Lacroix, but he's really strong for Arena as well. Let's speed these fights up. This is actually a fight where I lose. And one thing that we have noticed is that Fangrim's vortex is actually smaller than before. So his radius smaller. So it's harder to get all those heroes, opponents in the same circle. But it is possible, especially now maybe with a tank that could maybe suck everyone in as well. We'll see how we do with that, but I still don't use a tank. I use my same team as before. Here's actually a fight where I win with the same setup. And if you notice on the last fight, I actually had Magla, Nicole and Fangrim left alive, and I had the stun on, but I didn't manage to get an infinite stun thing going on, which I usually do, so might actually have that small nerfs that we gotten on Nicole where I lose the extra energy regen makes a difference, since I actually didn't manage to do the ultimate, an infinite ultimate fight. Like here, usually you do the infinite, they never get to get away from that stun, but here as well, he actually does get away with it, but I barely managed to kill him before he does his ultimate. So that's quite interesting as well to see. Check the first fight again, actually doing some speed on, just to show you what I mean. So usually, if I have Nicole, Magla and Fangrim alive and I got the stun hit on them first like this, I should just be doing the infinite stun thing like this. And they should not be able to get through it. The opponents should not be able to survive the stuns because I have a lot of energy regen. But didn't work this time. So absolutely possible to do those vortex things with the stuns, but it's not 100% as it was before. We can check some fights against Reno because he uses a different team. And as you can see, he doesn't use Fangrim either. Basically, he has one Ulfuria in front, soaking up all that damage, and then he wants to use Isara to nuke us down. That's why I use Dorian, take out Isara as fast as possible. And Nicholas is actually quite nice as well against Isara, since you can remove those poisons. But I want to mention as well Ulfuria, that I gave an lower rate on my last ranking because Ulfuria got some nerfs as well. So I figured she's not a S hero anymore. After seeing her fight, yeah, she's absolutely still a S hero, maybe even S+. She's really strong, even with that nerf. So that's one of those heroes that I will give back the proper ranking when I do my new tier list. Here's actually a defense against Reno. And even in the end game arena plays, there's not a single opponent that you can win against, even if they are stronger. If you have the setup correctly, there's always some way to counter their setup, which is pretty nice. It's really hard to win your defenses since they can put their opponents as they want, but winning your attacks, you should always win your attacks. So for now, at least, the conclusion is you can still use Fangrim for now. I actually see maybe a future without Fangrim once we figured out exactly how to counter them even better now with maybe even the tanks. Khalil is interesting as well. Don't know if we have anything more we want to check out. Can check Niter is another opponent with another setup. He actually uses Lacroix. He hooks and kills my Deva in one hit. I will hook and grab Fangrim. Vortex going fine. Caught them all. As soon as Magle gets her stun on, we're good to go. But she's actually silenced by Lacroix. But there it goes, boom. Got the stun in. Quite close actually. But now I should be able to do those infinite stuns, more or less. So a few examples on the endgame arena fights, and giving you an idea. And don't feel despair if you have spent a lot of energy and resources on your Fangrim. He's still okay for now. See you guys.